This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and this is the scene at sold-out Everbank Stadium in downtown Jacksonville. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yard is?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it. And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
This caught out left by Bell. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Marion escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Hey, 30 left. Here we go, son.
Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Red on red. 11. Ship.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Hey, I'm gun. Biggs. 13 Luke. Red.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Lisa 24. 13 Luke.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Hey, easy. Route. 11. Silver.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence.
And that'll be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10.
All right, let's go. 11.
Now Lawrence changing the play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Bigsby.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Bigsby.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down.
11. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
Safe right.
On play action, Lawrence.
Flushed out right. And Thomas has it. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
From the gun, Bigsby.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Lawrence.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsom.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he fires one incomplete. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Bigsby once more.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, go, 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 smash, smash. Here we go.
They run for it with Bigsby.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Stay right open, open.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tank Bigsby as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before break. Marion got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibbs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
11.
Another run by Bigsby. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
All right, here we go.
Lawrence will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. On the carry, Bigsby. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's Bigsby.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Hey. 11, Agate. Here we go, son.
A run here with Bigsby.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and run for it.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Open man right side is Ingram. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Evan Ingram, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Marion.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back to throw. Marion. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, go. 11, Agate.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
I got him.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have the Jaguars first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Gun. 13, Luke. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Hey, Jupiter.
That's good for the Jaguars.
Hey, kill.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Lawrence being chased out left.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Hey, kill, kill! Kill, kill! Think right, open. Silver.
Going quickly here to Thomas. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Already a pair of third-down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third-down try. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Hey, run!
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Hey, I'm
Now
going.
Lawrence now going to move him around.
Unlock Ryan! Unlock Ryan! Here we go.
On second down, they'll run it here. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go, sir.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Easy, 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 easy.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. He's got Bennett. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout.
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here comes second down.
Here we go. Past the 60, past the 60. Past the 11, past the 11.
He'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Pass complete to Bell. And he'll manage to get out of bounds. It's a first down. And the clock stops with just over 20 seconds to play.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
But this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey. Go, let's go. Go. Red.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
Over the middle, it's complete. Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see.
Here's 1st down.
Red on red.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And no, he missed it. Oh, my goodness, no Super Bowl trip for them this year as they're going to lose this title game on a missed field goal.
The Cleveland